Lesson 66, Requests, Permission and Suggestions. Hello, and welcome to this lesson. Today, we are going to learn useful expressions for making requests, asking for permission, making suggestions, and replying naturally in different situations. A. Requests and replies. We can use could you to make a polite request. For example, could you pass the salt? The other person may reply, sure, or no problem. We can make a request sound more polite by adding possibly. Could you possibly help me? A suitable reply is, yes, of course. Another polite way to ask for help is, Naomi, I wonder if you could help me. The expression I wonder if you could makes the request sound less direct. The person may simply reply, sure. For a larger request, we may use an even longer and more polite expression. I was wondering if you could lend me some money until tomorrow. When you cannot agree to a request, you can reply politely, no, I am afraid I cannot. You can also say, I am sorry, but I cannot. Language help, making polite requests. As requests become bigger, it is normal to use longer phrases because they sound more polite. Compare these expressions. Could you pass the salt? Could you possibly help me? I wonder if you could help me. I was wondering if you could lend me some money until tomorrow. B. Asking for permission. We use could I, may I, and do you mind if I when asking for permission to do something. For example, could I possibly have a look at your magazine? A person who gives permission may reply, yes, help yourself. The expression help yourself gives someone permission to take or use the thing they have asked about. You can also ask, may I open the window? Or, could I open the window? A natural reply is, sure, go ahead. Another way to ask for permission is, do you mind if I watch television? The other person can reply, no, go ahead. Language help, go ahead and help yourself. When we reply with go ahead or help yourself, we are giving someone permission to do what they have asked. Go ahead means that the person may continue with the action. Help yourself means that the person may take or use something. C. Making suggestions. There are several useful ways to suggest an activity. We can use we could. We could try that new restaurant. We can use how about followed by a verb ending in ing. How about going to a club? When asking another person to help decide, we can say, what shall we do tonight? A person who has no particular preference may reply, I do not mind. You choose. We can use let us to make a direct suggestion. Let us go to the cafe in the square. Another common structure is why do we not? Why do we not go and see a film? In natural spoken English, this is commonly expressed as, why don't we go and see a film? For an informal suggestion, we can use do you fancy followed by a verb ending in ing. Do you fancy listening to some music? Here, do you fancy means do you want to? Replying to suggestions. We can respond positively by saying, yeah, that is a great idea. Or, that sounds good. We can also accept more neutrally. Yes, if you like. Yeah, I do not mind. To reject a suggestion, we can say, no, I do not fancy that. A softer negative response is, I would rather do something else. The structure would rather means that you would prefer a different choice.